What's going on, guys? Back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing the ball joint and the lower control arm on my Tia. I only have a couple hours, maybe like 2 hours before the sun goes down, and if not, I'll continue tomorrow after I get off work. Hopefully finish it. So let's get going. Alright, let me show you the condition of this shit. Fucking, that's cracked pretty bad. It's not supposed to sit that low, I don't think, on the control arm right there. So I gotta start with taking off the caliper and this little fork right here. Caliper bolt right here, 17 mil. So I totally forgot to take off this line right here, the bracket for it, so I can move this over. 10 mil. And now I'm gonna remove the ABS line right here, bolt right there, bolt down here, and then behind all the way down right there, there's also the sensor right there, so take that bolt off. They're all 10 mils. Oh, there's also one up here. Y'all can't see. One up there, up on the control arm. Like, you gotta just a nut. Step. Take all these connections off the upper arm, the ball, the tie rod, and then the ball joint on the bottom, and then the CV axle. And use a special tool for this, which I have rented from AutoZone. I'll show you that in here in a minute. But I'm gonna take these cotter pins out and get going. Good old-fashioned needle nose. There we go. This nut is a 18. Leave it like that for now. Next I'm gonna do the lower fork bolt, 17 mil. So a bolt, a nut and a bolt, so you gotta hold one with one side. Ooh, what the fuck? Well, fuck that bolt for right now. Try the pinch bolt on top. This one right here, 14 mil. Why are you stuck? Fuck that bolt for right now. We're gonna go to the fucking sway bar. Link 15. And this is an 18, but I think normally you have to use Allen or something to undo it and like hold it in place with another wrench. I don't know the size though. Continue taking this shit apart because fuck that bolt. I don't know why it's not coming out. This bolt is 17, or this nut rather. pull the rotor off, make it a little bit easier. Just 2 screws. Already had them kind of loose. Alright, we're blasting up with the back. Fuck it, this is 36 mil. I'm gonna spray it down some more with some PB. There you go. So I got the special tool from AutoZone right here. It's kind of what it looks like. There's the part number on there for it. When you're installing this, just be careful not to get into the boot too much. Kind of get under it. This 4 screws is a 19, so just kind of go at it until it pops. And like I said, be ready to catch it because it's gonna fall. There you go. There she is. But as you can see, it's kind of loosey-goosey in there, and it's starting to crack a little bit, and these are known to fail for whatever reason. And I have to replace it anyway because this hole down here for the ball, my new control arm isn't big enough. It's too small to fit in this ball joint, so that's why I'm doing this job. And plus the lower control arm is fucked anyway, so yeah. Now I can see if I can get that bitch ass bolts out. Oh yeah, when you're buying these for the TL especially, I suggest getting matching parts. Like this is, my new ones are gonna be both Moog parts, so Moog lower control arm and a Moog ball joint, so that way these fit correctly and not mismatch and cheap and shit. So this bolt right here is a nut and a bolt. I think it's a 15, I think? Oh, it's a 17. I hope I have a 17 right somewhere. But who put this bolt on this tight? There you go. Let's see if I can pry it out with this screwdriver. There you go. There you go. Finally. There's this little ring. There you go. It was just really rusted on there. But this notch has to go in the same place where the ABS sensor is. There's a hole right there. Make sure you line that up. It's currently 8:05. I don't know if y'all can see that. Barely. Yeah, like that. Well, it's gotten a little too late. It's a little bit past 8 now, but well, I got the knuckle out. Almost got the lower control arm out. I'm probably gonna end up finishing that tonight, but I can't hammer that out because it's gonna be way too loud to do that shit right now. So tomorrow, after I get off of work, it's the first thing I'm doing, then pressing it back in, and then it should be good after that. But for now, I'm trying to get those fucking shits off on the suspension. All right, now we're gonna get this piece of shit off. 19 on top. And then 19 on the bottom. I'm gonna use the impact and impact the shit off real quick. Good thing she's loud. no. I forgot about that. Fuck. Now I gotta redo the fucking brakes. God damn it. Oh, fucking finally. Holy shit. Got the dumbass bolts off. Kinda like this. There you go, kinda like that. So that way it doesn't dangle too much like that. And then put this back on. There you go, lower control arm. This is where we're at right now. Just the empty, almost empty front end right here on the side. Put the lower control arm back in tomorrow, and then beat out the fucking ball joint out of the knuckle, and then press it back in. I'm gonna do something special on here. Y'all will know in the next part of this. And then yeah, and then put it back together, and then finish the other job I'm gonna be doing at the same time around this. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. Well, here's the old one. Fucking gone, so. Oh yeah. Alright, here's the new one. As you can see, it's a lot more better and can't move for shit. So, that's had to press this one in. So this is the kit you need to get. This is from Harbor Freight. I believe AutoZone, you can rent it. I rented one set, but I didn't know they had like extra adapters you needed to get too. So if you're gonna do it from AutoZone, make sure you get two of the clamp, or a clamp set and the extra sockets, because you kind of need one from there. And then when you need, it kind of looks like this. It's kind of long, hollow in the inside, so that way it works. So you can fit it over the ball joint like that, and it'll sit in there kind of like that, and you can press it in. Fourth screw right here is a 22 mil. It's gonna sit kind of like this, with the cup on here. The ball joint goes inside, and then press it in. I have an impact, so I'm just gonna use that. You probably could use like a breaker bar or like a really big ratchet, but I have the impact, so I'm just gonna use that. And clean up where the old ball joint was. Put some grease on it and on the ball joint as well, so it can kind of slide in nice. So. Ow. And there you go. That's basically it. Make sure when you're doing it, I forgot to mention, there's this little arrow on here. It says mount inboard. That's gonna be going towards the inside of the car, towards the motor, I guess. So just pay attention to that. I think it's some sort of like release thing for the ball joint, so when it pushes it in, it doesn't build pressure and explode. So yeah, I'm gonna put the lower control arm back in and probably call it there for this video, because it's pretty much done. Just gotta do the opposite of what you did already. Just put it back in. I'll leave torque specs in the description for everything, and I'll throw that control arm back in, and then I'm gonna move on to what I was doing next. when you tighten that down, make sure you have it jacked up somewhat, so you're not putting load on it already. So jack up the control arm, tighten those bolts down, put everything back together, and you should be good to go. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.